standards that we all use and conventions that everyone participates in, but we're collaborating as musicians. It's a creative act. And every time we do this, it's going to be different. And that creates great enjoyment for the people in the audience as well. So I'll just leave that one for now. So we're talking about a model that has a number of characteristics. One is it's interactive. So this is World of Warcraft. Anyone here play World of Warcraft? Yeah, a few people. Pretty young. There are tens of millions of people basically involved in this giant collaborative experience. I'll tell you a funny story. It was I was doing a book signing a couple of weeks ago, and a guy came up to me and described the story of how his son is a guild master in World of Warcraft. He's 14 years old. And on New Year's morning, because it's a holiday, he's allowed to play. And his dad wondered why he wasn't playing the game. And the 14-year-old boy said to his dad, well, it's New Year's morning, Dad. All of my guild members, they're all hungover. And the dad said, what are you talking about? Why are kids hungover on New Year's Day? He said, well, Dad, they're not kids. I'm the guild master, but the average age of somebody in my guild is like 40 years old. Now, what he's doing in the World of Warcraft is it's like jazz. There's underlying rules and methods and tools and conventions and so on that you can use, but you get to be one of the players. This can happen in an actual movie theater, weirdly. I don't know if any of you have seen this. It's a new thing at Disney. I was there recently, and it's from the movie Finding Nemo, and this is Crush the Turtle. And Crush is a real-time animation who actually talks to the crowd, and he says, you in the front with the red tie, you know, what's your favorite something or other? And people actually interact with Crush the Turtle in a group experience. In some of these massively multiplayer online games, the kids are so capable with this new interactive environment, they don't watch the gameplay. They create dashboards. This is someone's dashboard that he's created that sits on top of the game where he gets to control things. It looks a lot like a CEO dashboard to me, although this is from a 14-year-old. How about a take-part community? Okay, so you have a movie, but what happens is that, well, in the case of Participant, you've got, this is responsible for films like An Inconvenient Truth and Syriana and so on. There is the film, but the focus is on the community that's built around the film. Yeah, the film, An Inconvenient Truth, was a powerful film, but there's now a community involving millions of people that are engaged, that are based on the film. Then you've got a traditional film and a digital interactive cohort that go together. Again, I'm not going to talk much about this because this is Jordan Mechner, who's the screenwriter for Prince of Persia, The Warrior Within. This is a very popular video game, and it's now become a movie. So you have movies and video games that go together, and the two go hand in hand. And again, with the next generation, you won't see the difference between the movie and the actual gameplay. How about launching a film? Indiegogo. This is a film. Many small filmmakers and developers have great difficulty, of course, getting the funds together to be able to put a production. So this is called Filmocracy. It provides a platform whereby people can come together, support a film, be involved in the creation of the film, and basically making the world of films accessible to smaller companies or independents. This is interesting. It's called eSession. It only exists in the movie industry. I expect to see it in the film industry. I'm a songwriter, and I am now in the early days of using eSession to record one of my songs. I put a basic little MP3 of the song out onto eSession, and a team comes together involving the world's leading musicians, including very famous musicians, that will record a version of the song for me and produce it as an actual song. This is all done on the internet. Well, you can sort of see that starting to happen with a film. I'm running out of time. This is Machinima, and this is creating virtual movies in virtual spaces. where it's not just a single-dimensional presentation of something on a screen. So Second Life would be a good example of these. We now have open cinema as well, and we'll hear more about that. Elephant's Dream is, this is from the Orange Movie Project, and this is produced by the Blender Foundation, which is here as well, the Netherlands Media Art Institutes. The world's first open movie made entirely with open source graphics that have come together. And it's licensed under a Creative Commons license, so you can go in and change the movie, remix it, do various versions of the film. We'll hear more about that in a second. You can actually produce a film through mass collaboration. We're going to hear about this one too. It's called A Swarm of Angels. It's a £1 million feature film that comes out of the UK, where the concept calls for a global community of angels that each contribute £25 to actually create the film. Current TV, Al Gore won an Emmy for this. You want to create a news clip? You can do it. You don't only watch the news, you create the news. And if the news is good and a lot of people vote for it, then the news becomes broadcast on the actual cable television network.
Around the world, big things are happening in the world of television. Mogulus Live Broadcast gives you everything you need to create your own live television channel with 24/7 global reach. Meet Rachel, a blogger with a passion for news. Her life took a dramatic turn when she discovered Mogulus. What's equally amazing is how fast and easy it is to get up and running. Immediately, she is creating timely news content in the...
So, you can create your own, not just news clips, you can create your own television news channel. It's a fabulous movie called The Tracy Fragments that stars Ellen Page. And this movie can be refragmented by you and remixed by you. The DVD only has a few years left, and if you look at the new Mac, you can see the writing on the wall, because we don't need optical media anymore as bandwidth explodes. It's called Metcalfe's Law, and you'll be able to just get bandwidth over the internet. So to be provocative, the HD versus Blu-ray debate is kind of a moot point, that if Blu-ray is winning, it's sort of an ephemeral victory, because it doesn't really matter what the format is when it all comes over the web. And you know something? Look at young people. This is the orange part, what they're watching. Movie trailers, user-generated content, music videos, unique videos, news, TV shows, movies, sports highlight, and others. Young people are generating content online. Then we have new models of monetization. You know about product placement. Well, the new Simpsons movie has reverse product placement, where they actually created a Quickie Mart in the real world, where you can buy things in the Quickie Mart in the real world that you can't get at other mini marts. Second Life's, it's kind of an interactive entertainment, rich media experience, but the monetization model is something completely different, selling land in Second Life. So the old model that you just charge people to go to a movie theater, you charge them for a DVD or something like that, it's being supplemented by all kinds of new models. And as for marketing, so you used to come out with a movie and then you try and get great reviews and get some key reviewers to say good things about the movie. Well, now, of course, you've got Rotten Tomatoes. This is where young people go. The kids that we interviewed, they don't look at the reviews in the newspaper. They go to Rotten Tomatoes to find out what their peers think about for movies. We've got a long tail, and that means new models of marketing. We've got all kinds of new aggregators that are coming together and creating new value, generating new forms of revenue, but also you've got to play with them if you want to market effectively. This was shown on the Super Bowl, and it was developed by a nobody. What ad